Pele, the great, the legend, the idol, famously described football as O Jogo Bonito, or the beautiful game, and arguably no individual did more to make it so. He was born on October 23, 1940 in Brazil. A member of 3 Brazilian World Cup winning teams, he is widely regarded as the greatest soccer player of all time. Pele became a football legend after his performance in the 1958 World Cup. He spent 2 decades playing professionally in Brazil, winning 3 World Cups along the way before joining the New York Cosmos late in his career. In 1999, he was named FIFA Co-Player of the Century and served as a global ambassador for football and other humanitarian causes. Looking at his career. As a teenager, Pele joined a youth team coached by Waldemar de Brito, a former member of the Brazilian national football team. His family was eventually persuaded by de Brito to let him leave home at the age of 15 to try out for the Santos Professional Football Club. Pele joined Santos and immediately began training with the team's regulars. He scored his first professional goal before the age of 16, led the league in goals in his first full season, and was drafted to the Brazilian national team. He was first introduced to the world during the 1958 World Cup in Sweden, where the 17-year-old exploded with 3 goals in a 5-2 semi-final win over France. He then added 2 more in the final's 5-2 win over the host country, displaying remarkable speed, athleticism, and field vision. The young superstar received lucrative offers from European clubs, and Brazilian President Jânio Quadros eventually declared Pele a national treasure, making it illegal for him to play in another country. Regardless, Santos club ownership made certain that its star attraction was well compensated by scheduling lucrative exhibition matches with teams from around the world. Pele suffered a groin injury 2 games into the 1962 World Cup in Chile, missing the final rounds as Brazil won its 2nd straight title. For years later, in England, a series of brutal attacks by opposing defenders forced him to miss the World Cup due to leg injuries, and Brazil was eliminated after 1 round. Pele and Brazil triumphantly returned to glory at the 1970 World Cup in Mexico. Pele, who led a formidable squad, scored 4 goals in the tournament, including 1 in the final to help Brazil defeat Italy 4-1. Pele announced his retirement from football in 1974, but he was enticed back to the field the following year to play for the New York Cosmos in the North American Soccer League, helping to make the NASL a popular destination. He played his final game for both New York and Santos in an exhibition in October 1977 and retired with a total of 1,281 goals in 1,363 games. Pele's retirement had little effect on his public profile, as he remained a popular pitchman and active in a variety of professional arenas. Pele received the International Peace Award in 1978 for his work with UNICEF. He was also Brazil's Extraordinary Minister of Sport and a United Nations Environment Program ambassador. Pele and the Argentine great Diego Maradona were named FIFA's co-players of the century back in 1999. To many, his achievements on the soccer field will never be matched, and almost all great athletes in the sport are measured against the Brazilian, who once stopped the world to watch his mesmerizing play. Pele died in São Paulo, Brazil on December 29, 2022. He was 82 years old at the time. History will decide whether he is remembered as the greatest footballer of all time, but the quest for greatness only exists because Pele set the bar so high. As the world of football mourns, we can't help but ask what the sport would have been had this great legend not been born. Arguably the best football player ever, we hopefully get to see someone of his caliber once more. But until then, this is HD Football Unlimited, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.